Hi everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm making idli sambar and I just thought to share my sambar recipe with you guys today. I'm going to very quickly walk you through the ingredients that I've taken. We have taken some tur dal or arhar dal. I've cooked it in a cooker, but then if you're not comfortable using a cooker, you can use an open pot to cook it. It just takes a little longer, that's all. So I've taken some arhar dal, oil, asafoetida or hing. We have taken some mustard seeds, cumin seeds, some garlic, curry leaves, some jaggery, red chili powder, turmeric, uh, a very popular brand called as 777 Sambhar Masala. I've taken some tamarind pulp, onion, cauliflower, carrot, potato, broad beans, and fine beans. My absolute favorite vegetable that goes into my sambar always is ladyfinger or bhindi, everyone's favorite. Unfortunately, I don't have it handy today, so I'm going to skip it. But you can use any 3 to 4 vegetables. I have these many handy, so I'm going to add, um, you know, these vegetables today. But you can go crazy with any sort of vegetables. People add mushrooms, people add pumpkins. I love pumpkins in sambar. I forgot to get that this time. Anyway, let's get started. So I've heated up a pan on low flame, and we're going to give the tadka and start preparing the sambar. So take some oil, whatever you are comfortable with, however you like it. You can go crazy with the oil, but then try to stay healthy. And you keep a couple of spoons handy for the tasting. It just helps. You don't have to run here and there. uh, so ooh. Sorry about that. Anyway, so we're going to get started. The first thing that goes in is the seeds. We're going to add the seeds and we're going to let them pop. The moment they are slightly bursting, we're going to add the curry leaves. When you're using the fresh curry leaves, right, try to keep the stems as well. It just adds that extra flavor to your sambar. When you're serving, just get rid of the stems from the sambar. It just, I like the added flavor of curry leaves. I absolutely love, enhancing that flavor. So we're going to add the stems first. Not the stem, actually. It's just the part that comes along with the curry leaves. It's not the stem, but then the leaf, whatever it is called. Anyway, so I'm going to add the curry leaves next. And we're going to add the onions. Okay, as you see the onion to get slightly translucent, we're going to add carrots to it. You can add the vegetables in any sequence you like. I prefer adding the frozen vegetables first. That will kill that frozen taste, that the slight taste it has. It will kill it. But then since the carrot is something which is very, it takes longer to cook, I'm going to add that first. Next, I'm going to add the broad beans, because even those are going to take a bit longer to cook. So at this point, when you can see the broad beans and the carrot to be cooking nicely, we're going to add the rest of the vegetables, and we're going to also add the masalas or the spices, and we're going to season it. So I'm going to add the fine beans and cauliflower a bit later because those are the frozen ones, and you know, they'll cook much faster as compared to the other vegetables. So I'm just going to season this first, and at last I'm going to add the fine beans and the cauliflower. So I'm going to season it with the entire amount of salt that I plan to add. I've added the salt. We're going to add the hing. You can add the hing when you have heated up the oil at the beginning of the recipe, but I tend to burn the hing all the time, so this is the point I prefer adding the hing to my recipes. For me, sambar is you know, a dal that comes with a lot of vegetables, because there's nothing else in the sambar, right? No, to stand out, for sambar to stand out from the rest of the curries or the rest of the sambar or the dal recipes, I think it's the number of vegetables you add to it, and that's why I like adding a lot of veggies. At this point, we're going to just add the masalas. I'm going to quickly add all of this. I haven't forgotten to add the garlic. It's just I want to add it a bit later. Also, if you remember from my other recipes, I plan to add this garlic, which is slightly pickled. So just take fresh garlics like this and add hot oil to it and just let it sit for like 2 to 3 days, and you will get nice, very strong flavored garlic oil, and I absolutely love this. I regularly have a jar of this handy all the time, and I prefer using this over the fresh garlic because the flavor of garlic is slightly subtle as compared to the fresh ones. It doesn't come out very strong. So at this point, when you can see that your condiments and all the masalas and the spices are, like, you know, nicely cooked and the aroma is in the air, this is the point I'm going to add the garlic. Alright, not a lot of it, just a couple of garlics. Now this is like really small cloves. That's why I'm adding 2 teaspoons full, but a number of cloves, it would be like barely 3 or 4 large of this size. That's it. At this point, when you can, you know, smell all that garlic and the aroma along with this, let me just add just 1 clove of fresh garlic to bring out that flavor. When the garlic is cooked, now if you've added the raw garlic, well and good, you have to let it cook. If you've added the pickled garlic, just make sure all the you know, the spices and everything has come together in the aroma. That's when you want to add the tamarind pulp. I can smell that the garlic is cooked. At this point, we're going to add the tamarind pulp. If you are well read and well aware, tamarind comes in many different forms. Try to use the one which is sweet tamarind. So along with sour, it would be a lot sweet. So that's my the tamarind that I have used is homegrown, so I don't really have to worry about it. But then try to use the sweet version of tamarind. But then anyway, your sambar needs to have that kick which the tamarind gives, and whichever tamarind you use, that should be fine. You just need to adjust the amount of jaggery that goes in. So this point, when there is enough liquid, that's the point we're going to add some jaggery to it. We're going to let this cook, infuse everything together, let the jaggery melt into the tamarind sauce, and we're going to add the rest of the vegetables and take the sambar to the next level. At this point, I can see that it's getting much solidified. I'm going to add my rest of the vegetables and infuse the sambar flavor into these veggies. Now we can see all the vegetables are very well infused with all that flavor, all that sambar flavor. At this point, we're going to add the dal to the mix that we've prepared so far. And I've blended the dal really nice and fine, so that there is no solid bits of dal remaining in the cooked dal that we are going to add. So let me just add this. Now at this point, we're going to mix everything and bring everything to a boil. After mixing all the mixture that we've prepared with the dal, your sambar will get a very nice orangish to reddish color. And we're going to add ample of water because we're going to pair this with idli, right? So idli is going to soak all that water or the liquid bits from the sambar. So we want our sambar to be very runny and very liquidy. So I'm going to add a bit more of water to this, and we're going to bring this to a boil. As the sambar is nice and boiling, it's cooked entirely. You can adjust the taste, the salts and the chili powder as per your taste, and your sambar is ready. To enjoy the sambar, serve it with super soft idlis, serve it super hot with some coconut chutney, and I hope you try this recipe at home. If you do try, please let me know how it turns out, and let me know if you like my recipe. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you.